Welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Tarun from Institute of Hotel and Tourism Management, Maharshi Dayanand University, Rohtak, Haryana. Today I am going to deliver the lecture on the module flower arrangement. That is an important topic for hotel housekeeping. At the end of the module, you will develop an understanding about the concept of flower arrangement in a hotel, good features of designs in flower arrangement and preparations, and aftercare. The basic ingredients used in flower arrangement. Arrangement by various aesthetic means. Flower plays an inherent part in human life. We use flower in our daily life for various ways in temples or all through festivals. Flower arrangements was considered a simple normal task and was all about arranging the flowers plucked from the garden. But later this practice gained attention and was regarded as profession. Rules and guidelines about various aspects of flower arrangement came in light and new styles, equipments, arrangements were adopted by experts. Flowers were not now being used for not only special occasions but in hotels, offices and hospitals on routine basis. Now let us talk about basics of flower arrangement in detail. Flower arrangement is the task carried out with a number of supporting components and items that not only assist in the arrangement but help in enhancing the appeal of the flowers and decoration. Flower arrangement is task carried out using various ingredients and aids which are easy to handle and less expensive as compared to other crafts. The basic ingredients used for flower arrangement is mechanics. Mechanics are the ingredients that are used to provide support to little plants, flowers, foliage and stems, etc. These help in keeping the flowers in containers. Some of the very important examples of mechanics are: the first example of mechanics is chicken wire. It is also known as wire mesh or wire netting. For tall or heavy stems, a 2-inch wire mesh is used while 1-inch mesh is used to cover up floral form blocks in display. The second example of mechanics is floral form. This is also known as oasis. Floral form is cellular plastic substance. There are mainly two types of floral forms used in flower arrangement. Green form, which is extremely light until it soaks into water. It makes it 30 times heavier than before. These are mainly found in rounds and block shapes. The other floral form is known as brown grey form, which is used solitary for dry plant material or artificial exhibit material. Stems can be held at any position in both shallow and deep containers. Third example of mechanics is pin holders. Pin holders are the solid lead base with pointed pins to hold thick and heavy stems. Fourth example of mechanics is florist's cone. This is also termed as flower tube or flower funnel with the length about 1 feet and is generally used in large arrangements. Last example of mechanics is clay. There are various types of clay used in flower arrangements for different purposes. Adhesive clay is used for protecting a prong, canson or candle cup to the container. Setting clay is another type of clay used in everlasting dry and artificial flower arrangements. As an alternate to its plaster of Paris can also be used. Now setting clay is also called stay soft, which serves the same purpose as setting clay. Apart from these examples, adhesive tape, glue, prong pebbles and marbles, etc. are also very useful mechanics used in flower arrangement. Now the second basic ingredient for flower arrangement is equipment. So let's discuss few examples of equipment used in flower arrangement. First example of equipment is florist scissors. specially designed to cut and trim the stems and flowers that prevent the crushing of tissues. The blades are short and one is jagged. Second example of equipment is mister. It is somewhat like a spray bottle to spray water on the flower to make them look fresh, and this task is carried out daily. The third example of equipment is floral tape. Half-inch wide stem binding tape made of plastic or waxed paper is used to cover artificial stems. Fourth example of equipment is wire. Wire is very useful equipment used to support stems, to make false stems and poises, etc. Stub wire is the strongest type of wire, while rose wire is thinner and reel wire is used for binding plant material. Fifth example of equipment is cocktail sticks, used to make holes in the florist's foam for a range of preparations. Last example of equipment is cut flower preservatives. It is bactericide to prevent slime and smell in the vase water. It is available in powder or liquid form. Now the third basic ingredient used for flower arrangement is containers. Containers are used to hold the plant and flower arrangement. Waterproof containers should be used for flowers. The texture of containers depend on its base material. Color like soft grey, off-white and dull brown are appropriate for these. And the design of containers should match with the theme of the decoration and surroundings. So let's discuss few examples of containers. For example, container is vase and jug. For cut flowers, vase is used predominantly while jug are used for natural arrangements. Bud vase, pottery and plastic vase are commonly used nowadays. Second example of container is basket. Baskets are traditional containers to arrange dried flowers. Closely woven, shallow and wide baskets are good choice. Third example of containers is wreath frame. Wreath frame are used for decorations for the table or doors with seasonal flowers, berries and foliage, etc. Woven, cane, ring and wide frame can be used for wreath frames. Last example of containers is bowls and trays. Shallow containers like bowls, cups, trays are very useful for decoration. Tazza, urn, board are used for dried and artificial flowers to display. Now let's discuss the fourth example of basic ingredient, that is base. Base gives support to the containers, protect the surface and enhance the beauty of exhibits. Examples of base are table mats, tree collection, wood and stone base, etc. Straw, bamboo or plastic mats, plywood, block board and slate limestones, marble are used for bases. The first example of bases is plant material. For different types of plant, various materials should be used for an outstanding decoration. The second example of base is line material. These position the height and width of the finished arrangements. Example, the golden rods, larkspur, palms, etc. The third example of base is dominant focal point material. These are mostly used for bold flowers or bunch of small showy bloom. Examples can be lilies, anthurium, gerbera, tulips, roses, etc. The last example of base is filler secondary material. These materials are used for smaller flowers, leaves that aid to flower decorations. These help to fill the gaps and spaces. Example can be ivy, asters, carnations, etc. Now let's discuss the fifth example of basic ingredient for flower arrangement, that is support. Table, alcoves, shelves and sideboards are arrangements that can work as support for containers for flower decorations. Plinth or platform which work as support can be made of wood, stone or metal, etc. The last basic ingredient used for flower arrangement is accessories. Accessories are the basic material used to create extra interest, support or enhance decorations. Bronze lamps, beads, shells, driftwood, idols, candles, pebbles, silk flowers, baby shoes, wooden shapes, tree barks and pottery items etc. can be very interesting accessories used in flower decorations. Now let's us now know about what are the points to be kept in mind while buying cut flowers. In hotel, flower management is the responsibility of horticulture department, which takes care of planning, growing and arrangement of flowers, including buying cut flowers. Thus, the personnel responsible for buying cut flower should have knowledge about where, how to buy considering the quality, price and need. Flowers are exceedingly perishable and expensive as well, so extra care must be taken. The following tips should be kept in mind while buying flowers. Foliage should be solid and the cut ends properly absorbed in water, and the water should be clean. The flowers should be placed out on direct sunlight. For ongoing display, the blooms should be selected at just open stage. It's good to buy flowers from wholesale markets to ensure the variety and reasonably priced. Now let us know about preparation of flower arrangements. Flower selection and arrangement is an art. The types and the quality of flowers in the direct reflection of the hotel image or on special occasions. Thus, flower arrangement demands the following points to remember. The plants should be cut either early morning or after sunset with sharp knives or scissors. Carry out the cut flowers in a head down position. The cut flowers should be wrapped in newspaper till the neck of the flowers. To condition the flowers should be kept in water for 3 to 4 hours or overnight, while foliage should be kept for about 2 hours. Use a good pruning knife or scissors to make clean slanting cuts, causing minimum harm to the flower. Make slanting cuts in stems that straight one to avoid the introduction of air bubbles underwater. To revive wilting flowers, snip off the ½ inch of the stem underwater and plunge the stem in a deep container filled with water. Dead flowers should be cut off. Remove all the dead leaves from the stems of the flowers and shorten ones from all. Shape a leaf to resemble its original proportions when trimming away a brown spot along its margin. Preserve woody stems by pounding the bottom 2 inches of the stems before plunging in water. Strip the stems of all foliage and thorns that fall below the water line to reduce the underwater decay. Flower with hollow stems should have the stem end seared over a candle flame to coagulate the sap at the ends. The plant material that lasts long when mature could be used as basic line material such as pomegranate and sweet lime etc. Now let us have a look at aftercare of flower arrangement. Now let us learn how to design a flower arrangement. As said earlier, the flower should be arranged to complement the other decorations in the surroundings, and these must be according to the need, mood and interest expressing the emotions. The 8 good design features in flower arrangements are an established style, ingredients in proportion, a suitable background, variety of texture, arrangement in balance, a feeling of movement or rhythm, proper use of colors, focus on emphasis. Let's begin the style flower arrangement in a professional art nowadays, and different styles are being added regularly. Style based on angles. All around arrangement is used for table or room centerpiece, while facing arrangements is designed to be seen from front or sides. It is also known as flat back arrangement. Style based on the space present in the arrangement consists of numerous styles to follow for flower decorations, which are mass style. This style is originated in Europe, and arrangement is usually an all-around one. Overall evolution is considered important. Popular style in mass style are bunch in vase, which is the simplest one. Birdmere, any lower circulation arrangements were blooms for a colorful circle. Traditional mass where flowers are arranged in florist's form or chicken wire. Line style. The main characteristic of this style is open space within the boundary of arrangement. There is limited use of plant material and transition is not important in line style. Ikebana, meaning making flower live, is the major arrangement in line style adopted from Japan. Plant materials are grouped in a way that the arrangement shows an imaginary triangle upper part representing heaven, in middle is a man, and the lowest line represents the earth. The vertical line, however, is formal and geometric, featured with the bold line material set upright to outline a central axis. Line mass style. Line mass style has many shapes for arrangements. In the style, some open space is present within the border line of the display. Triangular shapes are considered good for symmetrical display. Flowers are arranged in a circular form in circulation shapes. Another interesting shape is named after a painter, William Hogarth. Hogarth, or S shape, which is designed using curved branches, flexible stems, and the final display looks like S shape. Other line mass styles are fan shape, right or left faced triangles, and crescent shape, etc. Miscellaneous styles. Other different style or combination of the previously mentioned styles can be described as miscellaneous. Parallel style, also known as European style, arranges flowers in vertical form, while other style is landscape style, popular for flower arrangement. Style based on type of plant material used. This kind of arrangement depends on the use of foliage and flowers for decoration. This arrangement based on type of material used is foliage arrangement. Use of foliage in decoration with good and clean shapes and color is suitable in terms of price and time. It is traditional way of decoration and gives an appeal of traditional decor. The second one is dried flower arrangement. If fresh flowers are combined with the dried ones or preserved plant materials such as firs, beeches, poppy heads, woodberries, brooms, and grass cones, so on, it gives a different look to the display. This style is most useful in off-season or fresh flowers are not available. Now, style on the basis of the effect. Symmetric and precise arrangements set already by the management is known as formal arrangement, and just opposite to this is the free style, which is known as informal arrangement. In the free style, emphasis is given to the beauty of each plant instead of geometric patterns or shapes. Firstly, styling based on effect includes proportion. The size, shape, color, quantity of flower, plant, materials, containers, base and accessories must be in a good proportion. The overall arrangement and the decor must be present in a pleasing and harmonious way, and everything should be up to scale. A guideline is that the plant material should be 1.5 times height or the width, whichever is the greatest of the container. Usually equal amount of things lack interest, and on the other hand, too much of one thing is also not pleasing. Next is styling based on effect includes background. When it comes to decoration, the use of only flowers or foliage in various styles will not give the real appeal. The background wall, flooring, background or any setting must be suitable. Style of the room with the arrangement inside. Size of the room and the types of wall surface should be appropriate and alike. Practically is another element must remember in decoration. The use of space, boundary and clearance should be viable. Next is texture. The arrangement of flowers in various designs and styles is an art and demands skills and perfection. The plant material are available in many textures such as velvety, dull, glossy, prickly and so on. For example, a glossy flower is brightened when placed next to matte foliage. Balance. Physical balance, if it is so asymmetrical, then there is a danger that the whole arrangement will lean over. The mechanics must always be securely fixed and the container should always be heavy enough to support the plant material. The more one-sided the display, the heavier the container should be. Visual balance. This calls for the arrangement to look alike, stable even if it is one-sided. To increase the visual weight of the lighter side, keep in mind the dark flowers look heavier than pale ones and round flowers look heavier than trumpets and conical ones. Rhythm or movement. Rhythm in flower arrangement may be achieved by using curved stems, hiding all or part of any tall straight stems, placing flowers in and out through the arrangement, having flowers at various stages of development in the arrangement, using foliage of different sizes and contrasting shapes, having an irregular line or various sized blooms. Rhythm is best achieved by repetition and easy gradual change. Color. Color schemes in flower arrangement are following. Monochromatic. Various shades and tints of a single hue are used. Wide range of colors from light to dark is used. Analogous. Here 2 to 3 or 4 hues next to each other on a color wheel are used. Contrasting. Pin with powder blue, red with black, orange with green colors directly cross each other on the color wheel are used. Emphasis or dominance. This involves having one or more areas in the arrangement to which the eye is drawn and on which it rests for a short time. The point is known as focal point or center of the interest. The usual methods to achieve emphasis are as follows. Include a small group of bold flowers, dominant material, use an unusual container, use striking foliage, have sufficient plain background. Now let us take a look at the general guidelines for flower arrangement. Flower arrangement should start with a proper planning taking into account the purpose, room, area, location, plant material, money and time available. Selection of flowers and foliage should be according to the needs, mood, color and season. Arrange the tallest stem with first followed by others according to the arrangement. Avoid mixing of fresh flowers with artificial. Large flowers with bold and bright colors should be used in less numbers while the small flowers should be arranged in groups. Use different size of flowers and leaves in decoration. Always cover the stem holder. Pour enough water into the vases. Keep the decor fresh and new with changes. Now we will have a close look at placing of flower arrangement. Placing at eye level. Flower arrangements are placed at heights from 18 inches to 4 feet. Television tops, alcoves, pedestal, etc. can be used. Placing at high level, anything placed above eye level and long flowers should be used for it. Placing at low level. These flowers are placed on a lower level. Flowers and vases used are normally large and very decorative. Some common examples of flowers are roses, arum, lilies, gladioli, dahlias, chrysanthemums, gerberas, tulips, asters, carnation, freesias, tuberoses, lotuses, anthuriums, birds of paradise, marigold, orchids, irises, petunias, hibiscus, poppies, camellia, peonies, hydrangea, snowdrop, gypsophilia, baby's breath, bottlebrush, hollyhocks, cannas, daisies, larkspurs, spider lilies, water lilies, zinnias, marguerites and ladies' lace. Some common example of foliage are true ferns, asparagus ferns, palm leaves, umbrella palms, bamboos, pine, cypress, goldenrods, citrus branches, crotons, pauper beech, boxwood, oleander, ivy, fern, rebus, golden privet, coral bells, cotton lavender, buttercups and caladium. Now let us summarize. Flower arrangement does not only mean placing various types of flowers and foliage in different colorful and designer vases or containers in a range of styles. Flower arrangement is a personal and tranquil art, and there are definite guidelines which need to be followed. The flowers are not only the items used for decoration, rather shows the eco-friendly temperament of the hotel. In this module, the basics of flower arrangement are discussed with the explanation of various kinds of plant material and basic ingredients for flower arrangement. Predations and aftercare guidelines are explained for buying cut flowers as well as for the arrangement. Different styles of flower arrangements on the basis of angles, space, type of plant material and effects are put in plain words. Proportions, colors, background and placing of flowers are discussed to learn the appropriate use of many elements of flower arrangement. Picture of several commonly used flowers and foliage will help the learners memorize these and employ these in daily life as well as in their profession. Thank you.